Hi and welcome back to Gamers Web. Today we're going to look at Warhammer 40,000 Conquest, issue 13, in our ongoing series looking at this part works from Hatchet Partworks Press and Games Workshop. This is the biggest one that they've done so far. It comes with quite a lot of values worth of money, miniatures wise, so we're going to jump in. Okay, issue 13 comes with your Munitarum armoured container. You learn about the warp and rules for terrain, and then on the back we have next issue 14 comes with a large dry brush and a Mechanicus standard grey and a Biologicus putrifier plus 6 more d6, which is always good. Okay, I'm going to look at the miniature first, if you'll just bear with a second. And for some reason I'm getting blew through on my radio from work. Right, so that's gone off now. Okay, so put the magazine aside one time. So this is the actual sprue. Now you've probably seen these in Games Workshop. This will make you one complete canister and several of these little, if I can just get it to focus, several of these little barrels that have got an Aquila on them. Really, really cool. Very, very cool piece of terrain. 20 years ago, I would have ripped somebody's arm off for something like this. I really would. Really great. And the detail on the other side as well, which is fantastic. Okay, so let's have a quick look at the magazine itself. Okay, so Honour of Ultimar. So basically, the Honour of Ultimar is a strike cruiser for the Ultramarines chapter. This gives a bit of a background onto it. And what else do we got? Right. Tell us about the warp. So the warp, for those of you who don't know, is a section of space that it separates reality from non-reality. It's the only way to travel faster than light and travel vast distances is by going through the warp. But it's very dangerous because a lot of chaos entities live there. It's quite mad. Anyway, moving on from the warp, we have STC systems, which is standard template constructs. Basically, in the Warhammer 40,000 universe, technology is anathema. It's something that's feared, and nobody really uses technology because technology led to the downfall of mankind. So it's kind of banned. Only certain people who are very, very rich or very powerful have access to technology, and you'll find that there's a lot of talk about machine spirits and machine gods. These are basically people actually praying to a tank to make it to move, or doing a litany of prayers over a bolt gun so it doesn't misfire. It's all become steeped in this religious iconography over the centuries, because this is the 41st millennium. It's very backwards to say it's very forward, if you can understand what I mean. Okay, so how to build your armoured container. Oh, actually, we've got a quick look at an Adeptus Mechanicus, which is the first time we've seen one here. Adeptus Mechanicus are the guys who worship the Omni Messiah, which is a cult on Mars. They provide all the technology for the Empire. They are very secretive and they have their own agenda. It also actually is hinted at quite a lot that they're actually worshipping an enslaved Catan, which is an alien race that is buried on Mars somewhere. Whether that's right or not, you know, it all depends on what Games Workshop want to do with the fluff, because they keep on changing it all the time. Okay, anyway, so here's our sprue and how we build it. Use elastic bands to actually put it together to help the glue dry. So this is actually said that we need to use glue. This is the first time any of the kits have actually said to use glue. Right, so how to build it. Clippers and safety and glue. There we go, glue. Now, please remember, boys and girls, clipper safety, always paramount. Just always go first. The containers go together very, very easily, and the ammo counters and containers and the barrels are just two pieces. They slip together. Okay, so dangerous cargo. So it tells you how to use your terrain for cover. How to use a data sheet. Now, data sheets are very important in 40k, as they will come important in this wee game that we're getting week by week. And a data sheet will give you everything that you need to know about your character or unit. So here we have your organisation, power level, move, weapon skill, ballistic skill, strength, toughness, wounds, attacks, leadership, save, range, type, strength, weapon strength, armor penetration, damage, abilities, factions and keywords. All sounds like a load of jargon, all self-explanatory. Quite simple to follow once you actually read through a data sheet. They're very easy to get your head around, even if you're very new to this kind of gaming. Oh, we've got a nice blue Primaris Marine. For some reason, I don't know if that's meant to be like that. I think it might be a page divider. But I haven't received my binders yet, so I don't know. Okay, and then Plague Marines and Poxwater datasheet. Yeah, that'll be a page divider. And there we go. Yeah, they're page dividers. Battlefield terrain. So you've got elevation and firing from elevation, line of sight, how containers can block line of sight. So line of sight is basically if you can see something and draw a direct line to it, you have a line of sight. If you can't draw a direct line to it, you do not have a line of sight. So you suffer penalties and restrictions. Charging and fighting with terrain, and then seize the ammunition, which is a scenario. And then more about the actual container itself. So you can upgrade these containers by putting stone bolters on them and give them, you get a sort of cover safe bonus for being behind them. And then again, we go back to the thing. Right, so that's a quick look at issue 13. This came off during transit, but it'll come off even more once I actually glue it together. So that's a look at issue 13. Let me know in the comments what you think about this, guys. A like would be actually really, really welcomed, because I seem to get very few likes on my videos, even though I do spend a lot of time doing all this stuff. And that's it, really. I'm going to jump into the next one before my lunch hour finishes, because I've only got a set amount of time to actually get these done. But anyway, as always, I've been Mark, Gamers Web, by gamers, for gamers.